There's the side quests. Holy smokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least here. Whoa, okay. We're not finishing the game today. Karen, in a mood. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, but my gut tells me it's not to do with this supply of antelope bones. We'll heed your request. So eight side quests?
What is it this time, Torgal?
Yeah, you be nice. And it's like I was saying earlier in the stream too, if I don't finish this game today, the goal was to do that, but if I don't have anything like locked in until August 29th to play anyways. So it's the 11th. we'll just put that problem off a little bit longer. In Search of a Lost Tomb, or Tome, by Vivian. Reluctant as I am to aid in your burdens, I would ask you your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime. It was a chance encounter with one such tome, from a distance, that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, knowing that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered. Did you miss the Great Neri? He could still be there.
This is no mere adventure story.
Alright, let's go collect the rest of these things. What's the route here? Go this way. Grab this one and then go around this and then up. The observatory, whatever's up there. Ask about Origin. You're set on this plan of yours then. I am. You never were one to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family. Ha, your father would be proud. See, now they're not even doing part of the lines for voice acting.
Thank you, Uncle.
I lied. I know he'll be with us up there.
As for down here,
you may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until your return. Ha 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 ha. Indeed.
Clive, my boy. Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there.
What's a larder?
Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I was going to say Eugene.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally.
And has us
Havel
go
has
kill
always been a
something
man
threatening
of
a small village.
Frustratingly rigid principle. And he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
50 renown.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the field marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent.
Trying to think if we've dealt with Havel.
No.
The name
Thank
sounds
you,
familiar, but
Clive.
I can't place him in what we might have done with him. Timmy, I'm glad you're liking Inscription. That game is dope. Game's super good. Making its move on Diablo 4, like the game you're going to play going forward and you're going to set Diablo down. That's no small feat. And Joshua has a side quest?
Clive,
Ask you about Origin.
this is it then, brother.
Our last dance with Ultima awaits. Only the founder knows what awaits us up there.
Indeed.
But whatever we find, we shall overcome it. It would not do to disappoint our friends. They all believe in you, Clive. They would follow you to the ends of the earth if they could.
You're wrong.
My friends don't follow me. They spur me on. I couldn't have made it this far without them. Nor without you, Joshua. You gave me your blessing and made me your shield. Without you, I don't know how I would have even survived. Even when we were apart, you were always with me, and I trust you'll be with me now until the end.
Of course.
Whenever that may be. Where there's a will.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's
I gotcha.
not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will. How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
I'm curious about what he has on a will, but it's also been 20 years, and it's
I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
kind of a
Very well.
different world.
I am ready to leave when you are.
Okay. Here. Oh, so many quests. I should have seen this coming, though.
Do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter.
You should have just let me
Something
cut her
else.
down last time.
Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When aether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
I imagine going from one continent to the next continent on a boat is probably going to take longer than however long the bears could survive in their cells. But tell you what, glad to
We're
help.
needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean
I'm making an exception, but we travel together.
And on my
We
schedule.
stray no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can.
Although I guess, well, no,
Thank
if
you,
they're
Sid. There was a name in the prison register.
I don't
a
know.
name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
I'm just like, if there are bears in the dungeon, now, maybe not everybody on that continent was Akashic, but it sure seemed like it when we were going through the castle, because I don't think we fought anything but Akashic. So that quest doesn't make any sense. If there are people in those cells, no matter if they're bears or not, they're probably dead because nobody's fed them.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
And they
It
would be
depends
dead by
what
the
it
time
is.
we get there.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability.
Especially with me in
I was
charge.
hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test then?
Sure.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
Severe thunderstorm
No time
watch.
like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Do-do-do-do-do. Got it.
Northreach.
Well, I'm sure we'll be
I
fine.
suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Okay, we got renown rewards. Okay, let's do this. Talk to you. We're gonna end up doing laps around this place because it's gonna keep prompting quests
happy
and
to
then
help you
quest
find the book you're
markers.
looking
And
for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least...
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
this is a quest marker. Like, this isn't a new quest. This is a... Yeah.
What will it be today? What is it that you wish to learn?
Nothing.
Here
I
you
need
are.
you to get rid of that yellow dot. Oh, you're not renowned.
Clive.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out how many quests there are in total here. So, under new management, there's one there. None in Rosaria. There's 2 in Dalmekia. And none in Waloed.
Seen enough?
That actually isn't too bad. Except it is gonna take us a little while to get through these quests to make the final push. We agree. I said I was going to do all the quests and all the hunts, so we're going to do all the quests and all the hunts, even though 9 have popped here at the end of the game.
What do you think happened to Mr.
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No? Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said.
I know.
In the clouds.
I think both work.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions.
Oh, please.
Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Hey, Triniota. What's up, buddy?
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along!
She's making an airship.
Distance here to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give
Not
the
that we need
Enterprise
one,
wings, are you?
but-
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it.
Yeah, I got nothing else going on right now.
First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill.
One thing that I love to
I can't
do
find this
that I
bone
haven't been
on
able to
there
do
as
at all in
well.
this game, and it's not. I don't think it's put together in a way that you could do it. I like having the materials to satisfy quests as you find the quests, and that has been an impossibility in this game. The things that she's asking for seem like common things that I could just pick up anywhere without putting a lot of thought into it. But that's not how it works. Oh man, that quest is up on top.
Whatever should I write next?
Herman.
Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory.
I know where that is. We didn't go there,
I was held captive.
but I know where it is.
It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care.
This place sounds terrible.
Cid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You may. Or I'll go instead. God damn.
You're a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Cid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
I already know.
Be the grace.
I already know.
Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
Look on your map.
All right. I'll see.
It's got a label.
May the mothers guide you.
Okay. We got an entire area now. Okay, we're done. We're done collecting new quests. That is a quest in and of itself that we've completed. Okay, I should say we're done collecting new quests at the hideaway. We are not done collecting quests. These are quest markers. Oh, this is Torgal. What do you need now, dog?
Pining for something, boy.
Already went and got you antelope bones.
What is it? What do you see out there?
He's thirsty.
I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Cid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Cid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
Never took it off?
Partake, like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Cid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
We have to go somewhere to do it. It's like magical. Oh, Torgal does not approve.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Cid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
We'll go on. As soon as we go look for something. I'm so crossed up with my side quest, I don't even know what we're looking for here. Got more? Okay. Follow Torgal.
Say what you will, Lady Karen.
He must be this new icon that just popped up here. Otherwise, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. Hold on. What's my potion quantities here? Zilch.
Still alive, are ya?
More than word. What is this?
What are you still here for? That
Oh yeah, you gave me that quest.
Go on then. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Yes. Okay. Torgal, you hold on a second. You gotta go talk to Harpocrates to learn about the inconvenient truth.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates, there's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Mm-hmm. What's this mean? What's this now?
Coveters of secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies.
How have I not heard of them until this point?
Text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Yes, good question.
Secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
It was like the Illuminati.
Was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash.
The continent.
Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed,
won't be long.
Sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Okay. Good. Garnick. Garnick is the city that I went into that I did get distracted by on the opposite side of the map from where that bad Bach was.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy.
Better stay in the hideaway, otherwise I can't find you.
Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? haven't been to the island in almost 20 years.
The rookery?
To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Okay. We got something we're looking for here. What is this? Aiming high. Just go down here and see if it makes itself obvious. It's one of the quests I don't have active. I could go into the menu, but gosh, that seems like a lot of work. Oh yeah, it's not so bad. Oh, we're making the soldiers happier. That's right.
Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Oh, never mind.
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
Do I?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza, or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I hope it's not like
that in mind.
Final Fantasy 15. I never beat that one. Did not have it in me. Okay. Let's look at all the green. Holy smokes. Okay, let's go left or right, maybe? I don't know. Port is old. We'll go left or right. We went top to bottom with last time we had side quests, so. It's this chest.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy.
So we think it's the same boat that's been there for 10 years?
I wasn't being serious.
It's not 10 years. It's like 20 years.
I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
The Final Fantasy 15 Adamantus? No. No, I never, I saw how long it was going to take, and I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm good. I'm good. Did you beat it? Is this a unique area?
Changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees.
You did.
Come on.
This is a unique area. That's kind of cool. That's neat that if I wouldn't have done this side quest, I don't know if I ever would have made it here.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
Bark, bark. Hold on. We got very important sharp fang to pick up. Oh, so the rookery is a treehouse? Maybe it's a real house. I don't know. It looks like a treehouse. A very established, like, elaborate treehouse.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
What to say? That's where I used to sit. Then I thought to myself,
Coming
don't be
here
dumb.
helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps.
So Torgal just wanted me to feel bad.
What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy?
Oh, I was not connecting those dots.
Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Is there more to do here? Nice.
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming.
Yeah, it's not a big island, but
I think I know where we're going.
one of us does. That's a good view.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Okay. I was waiting for quest complete. It's like I can't think of much else to add on to that, but Shard sparring for curiosity. Okay. Cavil's Fang increases Torgal's attack potency. I haven't been paying attention.
Sorry for
We'll have to come up with a decent punishment, Kate. Wait, Ald Hill Docks. Teleport. Oh, okay. Perfect. There's also. Oh, I should check. There's also some hunts we have to do. I don't think it's here. Oh yeah, got Atlas there. Sorry, we'll worry about that in a minute. We will be taking on Atlas here in a little. Too far. What am I looking for? Is this the center of the search area? What is this? Aim high? Aiming high? In oil from Aldil, eat a desert tor in Karava. Oil in Aldil. Oh. I thought I was climbing something. I didn't know I was actually going in a big circle. Back this way. It's over here. Except we need two.
Mid's oil. After what happened here.
For both
It's a
of you.
miracle there was any left at all.
At least I know to look for sparkles. I've never been lost in my life. I know exactly where I'm going. See, I was basically a straight line to this point.
This should be enough.
Alright. That's good. What is this? What is this icon? What is this icon? What? What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know if I've ever noticed it. Am I gonna have to come back here? I don't like it. Oh, did I set a... Okay. That's on me. That's on me. I must have hit square and set a marker. Ooh. Go here. I don't actively use the markers, so that's why I had no idea what I was looking at. What's your new item?
Oh, do.
Oh, do. Breath of Light. That's probably all it was, huh?
That all, is it?
Okay, so there's actually nothing here. Well, I guess it's the closest. Let's go give Atlas a shot.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even
Vandercurl?
Come on.
Let's see how this goes. I thought we'd finish up more side quests before we got into the hunts, but turns out this just happens to be closer. Also, what's on fire over there? Oh, I suppose everything is Akashic.
That'll do, girl.
God, I wish it would just let me stay on my chocobo. Instead, run my ass all the way over here. That's a fitting enemy after the last couple days. I officially hate hornets now. Always did. Hate him more now.
Farewell.
There's more enemies here. Oh, bollocks. I don't. Joshua, you're fine. We're moving on. I'm not running all the way back there to help you kill one enemy. Okay. See how this goes. It's like I've been waiting for you for years. Hopefully it doesn't one-shot us again. That was less than great. Uh-oh. Oh, good duck. Good duck. His, like, not slash attack, but the, like, downward slash attack seems to have, like, a tiny hitbox. Really easy to dodge. That one a little less so.
Too slow.
It feels like, oh shoot, that wasn't the first dagger. I was about to say, it feels like this is going a lot better than it was before. Yep, that was completely on purpose, obviously. I think I'm out of abilities. I am. I think that's the attack that he used that killed me before. It basically one-shotted me. That time it missed me entirely. Jerk. Ah, I didn't get it off in time. Oh my god. I blew the whole thing. I didn't notice in the first fight, but it looks like he gets a little bit stronger when his blades are glowing. Blade and shield. I guess I can't really dodge that one. 'Cause I felt like that should have been a dodge. Oh, we're getting there, but it's not gonna happen this stagger. Thought that was going a lot better. Oh no! Glad he didn't use that attack twice. So that 100% would have killed me. Oopsies. Maybe we get him before the next stagger is filled? It's not a good dodge. Oh god, don't die.
It's over.
Yes, there we go. A little hack on the shin is what finished him off. Let's go. Yeah, use stuff. Use stuff. There's one of my orichalcums.
Back to sleep with you.
Okay. And I think that's actually it for Rosaria as a whole. There's nothing else. Rosaria's done. So we will head to the Dalamilion. Thank you, Timmy. It's easier when he can't one-shot you. It typically makes the fight go smoother. Okay. And I'm going to position my camera just like this, and I'm going to hit the save button, because that is where we're wrapping up for today.